Now, I don't know about you guys, but I love a loft. I love an industrial, gorgeous loft. And I've decided to build one today in The Sims. Now, I was going to do it kind of like a 4x4 tiny house challenge. But then I saw this lovely image right here on Pinterest, and I was like, I want to recreate that. So we're going to try and recreate this loft here as best as we can in The Sims 4. Now, I'm not going to use any custom content, so I can just upload this straight up to the gallery without any links as well. But I'm just going to try and make this look as similar as we possibly can using in-game items. Now, the build is probably not going to be the most attractive from the outside either, because I just want that wall of windows at the top there using a roof piece. So that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are indeed. So without further ado, let's flop on over and start building. So here we are, my darlings, in the world of Windenburg. I've decided on using this lot here, a 20 by 20 lot in Windenburg, in the kind of town square center area. I just thought this would be lovely, especially because the windows will be on the left-hand side and we'll have the kind of like wonderful view of the mountains and stuff from the bed. I just think that would be an absolute dreamscape. So that's what we're going to do today. Nothing more to say. Let's get in and let's start building, shall we? So this is what we're going to do. I've decided on doing a short height wall on the bottom level. And I think I'm going to do a medium height wall on the top. I hope this will work. Only time will tell. Now, it's not going to be a huge place, not at all. I just want enough room for a kitchen over this way, a little living area here, stairs coming up to a bedroom as well. But we do need to think about where we're going to put a bathroom. So I might just put a little like box off to the side here and have, there seems to be a door in the reference image around here. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yes, we are indeed. Hello, how are you? Lovely to see you. Absolutely squiffingly stunning to see you all. It is Friday. It is the weekend. The weekend is upon us. We're going to do a big square like that, darlings. And we're going to keep on going. Now, will this be enough room? I probably want the bedroom to be, yeah, around like a 4 by, what's that, 6? A 4 by 6. Okay, 4 by 6. We're going to flop in a bathroom off to this side here. And then we're going to go up a level now. Now, I'm going to change the height of the wall here. And what I'm going to do, let's get that in first and then let's change it. So what we're going to do is put in a little box here like that. It's all boxes today, darlings. Yes, it is. I think we could make that look semi-attractive. I reckon we could give it our best shot from the outside, because that is quite a nice shape, actually. So we can do that too. What we're going to do is flop on a half-gabled roof over onto this way here. Chuck all flaps in. Everybody, get your labias in, darlings. We're going to flop this one to here. And I think I'm going to leave a little gap at the top here, just so the bit of the wall shines through. I'm going to pull you all the way along here. Then what we're going to do is choose a roof pattern. Now, I'm thinking probably, maybe even the squares. No, that one there's better. We'll choose this one. I always really struggle with the colours of these. They don't look that different from each other, really. But I think we'll go for the darkest as possible. Now, you're thinking, well, that doesn't do anything, Aiden. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little trickety trick. And it is a archway that comes with batu. And you can put it here. And it just gets rid of that whole wall. So that's what we're going to do. So this is what we're going to do. I had a little play around with things. Had to morph something slightly. I had to make this here a little bit less wider. The only problem was, you'll see in just a second, and I've decided on a little trick, what I'm going to do to rectify what's going to happen right now. I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use these here. These are from Batu. These are from Batu. They are in the debug section of the medium height doors. It's right here. Look, it's in debug. It's great. It's a very wide arch. It comes in handy for lots of builds, and I do little tricks with it. The only problem with it today is that it was not working properly. There is something that makes me fume, and I'm going to show you what it is in just a second. So I use it like that, and then what I normally do is go into the tool mod, and I size it down minuscule as possible, so 0.0 blah 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 blah, and then it disappears, and it just leaves this nice big open area. One problem with it being, it gives us this outside lighting here, which is going to be awful. It really will, but there's nothing we can do about that. That is The Sims, and I am not a magician. So I'm going to use this fence here. We're going to go for that in very industrial kind of vibe, but still quite soft. It's quite warm, this house. So I'm going to make that apparent. Now, I was going to go right to the edge here, but obviously I was just like, that's not going to work because of where the roof line meets the edge of the flooring here. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to pull this to around about here. I think the bedroom needs to be maybe, I reckon, about that big. I'm going to get in a little bed just so we can kind of see the actual sizing of this. So let me get a double bed out. It doesn't matter which one, but I'm going to use this one. I think that would be kind of perfect. If I can flop that there, I might have to maneuver it just a bit more over that way there, because this is where the stairs is going to be here. And then we're going to bish bash bosh this out. But then you can see what I'm left with here is this. And it's very ugly indeed. There are probably ways of getting rid of it. I don't know how to do that. So what I'm going to do is just use that as a design piece. And I think I'm going to maybe use this industrial spandrel to just hide as best as what we can with it. It might mean I have to do something with the top of it because I hate that it's got that blue line across there. But for now, that is what we're going to do. We're moving on. We're going to use these stairs here. We're going to use these stairs. I'm going to flop them right up to there. So we've still got a little space here where they can get up. And I think this is probably where we'll put the door. The front door is going to go around there. So there's space on either side of it then, because the living room is going to be around this area. So I think spatially that will be okay. Absolutely stunning. We're going to get rid of that bed now because it's distracting. And what we need are some banisters going down. I'm going to use the same ones as what we've used here. And I'm going to go for these ones. I did use the wrong color on that fence. I do see that now. So let's darken it down so it matches in with the aesthetics that we're going to go for here. Okay. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Lovely. We need to find the right wallpaper and flooring. We're going for wood and brick. Flooring and wallpaper has been chosen. This one here from Eco Lifestyle and this brick from Dine Out. Now, I never tend to use this brick from Dine Out because I just don't really like it, but it does look very similar to the one that we've got kind of in the reference image itself. So I think we're going to go for it. Yes, we are indeed. And I've also flopped it on the outside of the house as well. This looks like a random little cube. But we're going to try and make it look as best as what we possibly can. I think at the top here, what we'll do is put a half wall in. And I'll probably do the same. Do I want a slanted roof on there? No, I'm going to do another half wall on this part as well. The only problem with the outside of this is that I'm not putting any windows on any of it. So it might look a little bit strange here and there. So I'm not going to change the wall trim. I think the wall trim is fine, but I've gone for this texture here. Now what I wanted is the living room is going to be around here. And this build looks a bit of a cube. So just to change the shape of it slightly, I did try all this just a minute ago and it looked good. So I'm going to do a chimney breast. I'm going to do it all the way up to here. And I just think that adds something to the build. It makes it look a little bit more industrial as well, which I'm vibing with. Oh, yes. Yes, we will. And then, as I said, the front door is going to go around here anyway. And I might climb some ivy up it. So what I need to do is figure out a front door and maybe a little window here as well for the actual toilet. I found a door, but I just couldn't work with that brick. That brick just kept looking at me and saying, hello, I'm really ugly and I'm here to ruin your build. So I was like, you know what? Not on my watch, darling. So I got rid of it. And we've gone for this one here from Realm of Magic. I think this brick is from Realm of Magic. I love this texture and I just think it suits this world a little bit more as well. I tried a few of them. You can see I've got some more here, but I prefer that. I prefer that wood with this as well. I just think that looks a lot better. Anyway, so I found a door. We're going to use the Eco Lifestyle door. Let me get the grid on here so I can see we're in the right position. We're going to put this here. Now, I know I said I wasn't putting a window here, but it was just looking strange. It was looking strange, so I'm going for this little cubey one from Eco Lifestyle as well. And I'm going to flop you to a roundabout, maybe down a bit more actually. Yeah, roundabout there. Now, as I said, we do need a little light into the toilet. So I thought a little bit of light into the toilet. So I thought that window there from Snowy Escape and this gorgeous skylight from Island Living. But now I've done this, I think what I'm going to do is concentrate on just getting a bit more ivy on this house, just to make it look a little bit more green. And there we go. Just a little bit more attractive. I put some ivy up, on the sides here. A couple of trees. Didn't want it to block that marvellous view that they're going to have. I put some ivy on the back here. There's nothing here. You guys can add in a garden or something if you may wish. But as I said, I'm just concentrating on this being a loft. So that's what we're going to do. We're moving in to the kitchen. I think we're going to start with the kitchen first. And I think this Dream Home Decorated kitchen is going to work quite nicely in here. So this is what we're going to use, loves. I'm going to flop you to there, my darling. I am then going to use you. And I'm going to put on a little cheeky... I don't want a diagonal piece. Well, I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this one instead. I just spun it around and put it in. The texture doesn't even glitch that much. I can see past that. That's much better. Stunning. So what I want now is a nice fridge, a modern fridge, I would say. We'll go for this one. We'll go for the one from Cool Kitchen. This fridge has been with us for many years, and it's a good fridge. There doesn't seem to be any cupboards, and I don't think I want to put cupboards. I'm not going to vibe with that, I don't think. No, we're going to do shelves. I'm going to go for those shelves there from Island Living. It's not the perfect match, but I think it looks okay. Now, we're going to do this here. So, as I said, I wanted a little breakfast bar. There's no need to make faces, Aiden. A nice little breakfast bar. I'm liking it because it has got like a small dining table like here, which we're going to have to try and squeeze in somehow. We could put the dining table over here, really, because all this is filled up with is a chest with a plant on it. That's kind of like missing a lot of that space, you know? Flop you to there, my love, and to there. And I've also fit a door in going into the toilet as well, my love. So we're going to be absolutely fine with that. Still want to probably light this place up a little bit. I'm thinking maybe some lighting up on this area over here. For now, what I want to do is I want to get in the sofa. Now, the sofa is quite a plain squared sofa. I think we might struggle at finding this. I've had a play around. It looks nice. We've gone for this sofa here as well from the Desert Luxe pack. I just think it suits it. It suits it. We're going to use this here. Was that from Snowy Escape? Where were you from again, my darling? I can't remember. Snowy Escape. Of course it was. I'm going to put the sofa here in this orientation. I'm going to put it up against the actual pillar there. I'm going to put a nice green plant behind it as well. We're going to use this rug. I'm going to use this rug around about to here, I think. I'm going to move this sofa in one more there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, stunning. I'm going to use this coffee table here. I just think this suits the vibe. A little bit rustic, a bit industrial. All of the things that I want for this room. I'm going to use this little buffet as well. There is a buffet in the actual shop, but it's weirdly like here for some reason. That doesn't make sense. So I'm going to put it to around about here and maybe turn it slightly too. Gorgeous. I'm going to use this lamp here from the base game. Still one of my favourite lamps. I'm going to flop you to around about there. Gorgeous, stunning. And I'm going to use this bookcase. This big bookcase. I forget what this is from, this bookcase. You are from Seasons. I'm going to flop this one right up against the wall over on this side. So that does go up a level, but it doesn't hit any of the glass either. So I'm kind of feeling that. You need to be taller. Why are you not taller? Thank you. And the same. Oh, that one's disappeared. Okay. Well, we're moving on. But I'm kind of vibing with that. We definitely need a big plant in the back here. And I'm thinking maybe that base game fern that I used to absolute death. But it's just because it's amazing. And I'm going to flop that just behind the actual sofa itself. So it gets like a splash of green behind it. Oh, yes. I'm into that. We definitely need some bits and bobs here. Now, weirdly, in the reference image, there's a motorcycle in here. There's a bike. But I would like to maybe put a bike in here, but obviously not a motorcycle because we don't have them. We do not have them in the game. I don't think we've ever had motorcycles in The Sims, have we? I don't think we have. Not that I can remember anyway. And I think I'm going to splash in a bit of colour. We have got a red bike, so maybe we'll go for a red bicycle in here. Oh, I hate that it's leaning that way. I wouldn't mind if you were just leaning the other way, love, just so it looks like you're leaning up against the wall. Let me just see what we can do here. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, just a little pop there of colour. We're definitely going to utilise this area as the dining area. I just think it would be perfect. But I need to find a few more trinkety little bits just to go up on these shelves here. I'm not going to put a TV in here. I'm not going to put a TV in this house. I wouldn't mind some kind of stereo, though, somewhere. Maybe we could do that. And then what we'll do is move on to the dining room. So there we go. I've just loaded it up with a bit more stuff. A little plant here just by this window, just so it acts as a little bit of privacy from the outside world, because this is a very glass door. I've put a little coaty peg there. I've also used these sconces all the way around and going down to where the dining room's going to be. What else did I do? Oh, I hung this here. Now, it is slightly cutting into the spandrel, but I'm all right with that. I'm all right with it. It looks like it's kind of like growing out of it, which I'm for, to be honest. So we're going to move on. We're going to move on to the dining room. And I've already picked the dining room table and chairs. We're going to use Harry's in-game table and chairs in this lot. I just think it would work well. We're going to put them in that kind of orientation there. And then what I'm going to do is use the Dream Home Decorator picture just in the middle here, just for a little bit of art up on the wall. I just think that would look nice. Is that equal? It kind of needs to go about there. Yeah, stunning. I'm going to use Peacemaker's in-game side table as well. I'm going to flop this over to this area. I'm going to put some greenery on it, but I think maybe behind it, just putting in a nice little mirror. I would like a big circle one, but the only big circle ones we've got are the ones with all the lights on it, and it just doesn't vibe with me. We're going to use this one, and I'm going to just mute down that wood tone just so it matches in with everything else quite nicely. And then I'm going to put some plants up on it. Now, I do want quite a big bushy plant up here. So I'm thinking about maybe making my own. And there we go. I've just used that one there. I think that looks quite effective over in that corner. I'm a bit unsure about the terracotta pot colour, though. I think we might need to change the colour of the pot. There we go. That's better. Yes, that's nice. That plant is in live edit. It is from Island Living, but it's bloody huge. Look at the size of it. I had to size it down with the tool mod. But I just think that's quite a vibe over there. Yeah, nice. Nice little dining area. So I think to just finish it off down here, what I need to do is just pull out a few little bits just to put up, maybe up, not up on the walls, but just a few little pieces up on these countertops here. And I might even try out some pendulous lighting rather than the spotlights. Just a few trinkety bits, loves. A little bread basket there. This is Debug, by the way, both of them. A little plant hanging from the ceiling. A little chopping board. Salt and pepper. And I also use these base game kind of like industrial strainer lights. But I did keep the spotlight in there as well, just so it gives it a bit of extra brightness through there. But I'm happy with how this looks down here. I think that a couple of Sims would be absolutely perfect for this lot. So what we're going to do now is flop on upstairs and make a start on the bedroom area. So for the bed itself, I'm definitely thinking it'd have to be maybe one from Dream Home Decorator. Oh, that one's kind of perfect, actually. That one is kind of perfect. Is that wood tone going to be okay? It's fine. I'm going to put in some bedside tables either side. So I'm going to use these two here from the industrial kit pack. Now, the only problem with this is quite a tight space here. I'm unsure if the Sim's going to be able to get up and around that. I mean, in real life, you would be able to, and it would be fine. So I'll player test that. So if this goes missing, then you realise that that did not work and I had to get rid of it. I've used this light here from that industrial pack as well, going down into the living room area. But I'm wondering whether or not I could use it again up on this level, but go for a more of a shorter height. Can we go for this one, or is that a bit too low? That's a bit too low. And use this one up here too, or would that be a bit too much of the same light in the... Oh no, do you know what? That's okay. And I'm going to use it in that orientation as well. Let me just make sure that I've got this right in the middle. I haven't. There we go. Yeah, that would be perfect. Oh, stunning. Do you need? Can I get rid of that spotlight? Do you know what? I think we can. I might even do a bedside table. Oh no, actually. I mean a bedside lamp. I might use these up here for bedside lamps. Put them up on the wall. I'll size them down. Oh my god, not up. Don't know why that made me jump then, but it did. And I'll put these either side and hope for the best. Yeah, Vibing with that, definitely. So it's got a chair here, which I'm going to do. It's got a chair here with a little side table and a lamp. Now, there's no rug or anything up here, so I'm not going to do that either. But I am going to put in a mirror on this part here. And I'm probably going to use my go-to mirror, and it's this one. Because I love it. Can I darken that down slightly? Yeah, that's a bit better. We'll use that one around about there, I think. Stunning. And we do need to find a nice chair to go here now. So, I'm going to use this armchair here. The lovely armchair from the Tiny Living Pack. And it kind of goes over into this orientation in the picture, but in the actual reference. But it doesn't make sense. Why would you want to sit away from the view that you could have out the window? So, I'm going to use my initiative and flop you to around about there. This side table here, which is normally this size, but I've sized it down because side tables are, well, you know, far too big in The Sims. I'm going to flop you to there, and I'm going to use the same lamp as what we used downstairs. And I'm going to flop this around onto this. Oh, God, I've got two out. Into this orientation here. Just onto that area there, like that. Oh, I like that. That chair goes really nicely with the bed as well, which I'm very much for. Yes, that's very sweet. Very sweet indeed. And I do want a nice big bit of art up here. So what I'm thinking is maybe going in to the industrial loft, please, and getting out that print that I just think would look great in here. It might even have to be a little bit paler, actually. I'm actually not vibing with it here for some reason. I don't know why. I'm not vibing with it. So let me see if I can find something else. Couldn't really find anything. Everything was just looking a little bit strange. So what I did was use these here from the base game just to bring us that industrial vibe that I'm trying to get through in here. Light industrial, sexy industrial. Yeah, I'm kind of into it. I also went ahead and furnished the bathroom off of camera because, you know. So we've gone for a moodily lit bathroom in kind of a browny kind of tone as well. Everything, the bath, the shower, bit of a wet room too. So I'm very much vibing with it. My loves, we are done. We've built ourselves the cheeky little loft and I'm kind of for it. I think we should have a little tour, don't you? So this is the exterior itself. It's kind of, that is a funny looking little building, that one, but I'm kind of into it in a weird way. Everything's disappeared on the inside, which is great. I think if I went down one, would it come back? I mean, we've disappeared now. Oh, there it is. So you can kind of see it from the outside there. Very nice indeed. But the pièce de résistance is when we get into the actual interiors itself. So you come around to this way. Let's stretch you out a bit so we can get a good vibe of the loft itself. I'm into that. I won't lie. I'm very much into how that's looking. I mean, look at that view out. Can you imagine? I'd be vibing with that. I really would. So into the living area. It's got a lovely little living nook here. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous things. And then you come over into the little kitchen area and breakfast bar. Very nice indeed. A little dining room area over onto this side too. Got some lovely views coming out here too. Oh, sunshine, lollipops and rainbows. No need for that, Aiden. We're going upstairs now. So upstairs into the actual bedroom area itself. I'd be very happy with this. We can just pretend that these windows have got electric blinds that come down so no one's peeking in at your pasty. Or if you're having a hand shandy in your bed or something, you know, you don't want people peeking in at that. Yeah, cute. Very much into it. And then obviously what you didn't get to see because I just got bored and didn't want to show the bathroom is the bathroom. It has got a lovely skylight in the bathroom as well. So just get flooded with light in here at some point during the day, but it's very moodily lit and I'm kind of into that vibe. Into that vibe indeed. Cute. We're done. My loves. A little loft area for us. I'm very much into it. Let me get a good shot to leave us on. There we go. Gorgeous. Anyway, my dears, thank you so much for coming today. I hope you have the most wonderful weekends. I will be back on Tuesday with the final part of the Rivers household for Let's Build the Worlds. And then on the Wednesday, we'll move on to the new Sims moving into the last house on Market Avenue. So we're going to be finished with that build soon, which I'm very much looking forward to because I want to get moving on to the next one. But that's it. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you all again next week. Goodbye.